So you want to know which is better for your mixing sessions, whether that's going to be a 2-track or the individual wave files, also known as the multi-track instruments? Keep on watching this video.
And we gotta make this sense, and we gotta shake this shit, and we gotta shake this shit like Caesar, we gotta. You know I want hell of a man, so high value.
What's up, everybody? Chris Lee back with another United Destiny Entertainment tutorial video. Hey, check this out. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get more videos like this in the future. All right, so what's up, guys? Chris Lee back with another video. What I'm going to be doing quickly in this video is talking to you guys about the 2-track or the multi-track instruments that you can have when it comes to mixing your sessions in general. A lot of times when you mix and master for clients, the majority of them tend to send you a 2-track because it's a simple, easy wave track that they can just send you, that they put some vocals over on a beat and say, hey, can you mix this? The problem is you don't have a lot of control over what goes on if everything is already bounced down like that. So maybe their kick drum may be too high, or maybe their 808s may be too high, or maybe a particular instrument may be too loud or should have been EQ'd a proper way, or whatever the case may be. When you have the individual wave files or the multi-tracks for that particular instrumental, then you have a lot more control, and that's what we want in this situation, or in a majority of situations, because you can kind of go back and tweak things where they need to be tweaked. So what I'm going to do quickly in this video is just show you guys why I prefer one over the other, and how you can basically kind of fix situations to where if something is not going right in your mix, we can basically fix that. So let me quit doing all this talking. Let's go ahead and jump into it right now. All right, guys, so what I'm doing right now is I pretty much started a mix for a client, and in the process of going through the mix, he had this one particular instrument that was like really piercing the mix and just really kind of just killing it for me. So I said, hey man, if you have the individual wave files, go ahead and send me that so I can go ahead and basically control that instrument, turn it down, do some things to it to make it not stand out as much, and so it don't distract the mix in general. Okay, so let me just go ahead and play some of this real quick.
And we gotta shake this shit, and we gotta shake this shit like Caesar, we gotta. You know I want hell of a man, so high value, amazing provider. Get down with the winning team, shut the fuck up, I'm the driver.
Okay, so there's some of the mix, right, that I'm working on. Here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and bypass this particular instrument because that bell sound in the background, it's extremely loud. But it was even worse than that. So let me go ahead and turn this off because I have to do something with the EQ to kind of go frequency sweep that particular frequency of that instrument and try to bring it down in a 2-track. The problem is when you do that, it can basically, it's going to do subtractive EQ on all the other frequencies that's sitting in that frequency range in that instrumental, and it possibly could be killing something or taking away from something that sounds great. So you kind of run into those issues, but in this particular case, I had to do what I had to do. So let's just go ahead and turn that EQ off of that real quick.
This make sense that we keep doing this. I ain't even
that instrument is just, that bell sound is too loud. It's too piercing to the ears. It's really overpowering even the beat by itself. So you can automatically tell that it's going to overpower the vocals as well. So what I had to do in the process was I used the EQ to go in and basically do a frequency sweep on those instruments or that particular instrument frequency and kind of cut that to make it sound better. So check it out. And I'm going to show you something. So right now I'm at 870 Hertz. Watch what happens when I boost this and do a frequency sweep. It's just extremely too loud. It's very piercing. Check this out. Now, if I take this one here, watch what happens when I boost this one back. That's super loud and it's super annoying. So if you run into these issues. Sometimes with a 2-track, you can't do anything about it because you can't go back and fix it. We don't have enough control over the 2-track to be able to go in and fix these things, and it really affects our overall mix and the mastering of the track. Okay, so what we want to do in this particular case is go back to 1040, and we're just going to cut that because that's how I had it. I cut it at 1040, and then I also cut it. So let me go back to 1040, and then I went to turn this one back on. And around 840, I believe. And I basically just cut it to kind of help take that away. Now that's helping some, but it's not helping a whole lot. So it was something that was really distracting that I had to contact the client and say, hey, this is really killing the mix. I need to have the individual wave files or multi-tracks for the instrumental so I can go ahead and have control over that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut that off. And what he did was he sent me the multi-tracks, okay? Now with the multi-tracks, I just imported them right now, but now I have more control over everything. I can cut down the hi-hats, the kicks, everything individually because I have those individual wave files or multi-tracks that I can go in and maybe add a little EQ on a particular instrument that I don't want to hear as loud. So that same instrument that you just heard, I don't want to hear that same frequency. So I'm going to put an EQ on that particular track and take out that same frequency so it's not as loud on the actual individual instrument. Okay, so check it out. Okay, and I'm doing that on purpose because I don't want that instrument to be piercing the way it is. Even by itself, it still doesn't sound good on its own. I don't want to hear it like that. Okay, so there's more things that I can do as well to kind of mask that. I can use like flangers and modulation effects to kind of make it sound different to where it's not as piercing. Okay.
That we keep doing this.
But now that I have all the multi-tracks, I have more control now. I can turn up and turn down whatever I want. So check it out.
This make sense. That we keep doing this. I ain't even cool with this. You supposed to be my bitch. We almost had 2 kids, and we gotta make this sense. And we gotta shake this shit. And we gotta shake this shit like Caesar. We got him. You know I want hell of a man, so high value, amazing provider. Get down with the winning team. Shut the fuck up, I'm the driver. You can plead me, I ain't no beta J McGuire.
You know, there's so many different things that I can utilize. If I had like more instrumentations and I wanted to add more effects to one particular instrument, now I can do that because I have control. If I don't want an instrument at all, then I can go ahead and mute that and go to the client and say, hey, I know you wanted this in a beat, but realistically, this particular instrument that you're utilizing is kind of killing the mix. Maybe the pitch isn't right. Something needs to go back and be re-recorded. And if they can't, I'll have the freedom to go ahead and just mute that out and not even have it in there. So that's why, in my opinion, when you mix and master for clients, you want to try to see if you can get access to the multi-track or the individual wave files for the instrumental, because you'll have more control to be able to make the overall mix sound good. Sometimes you get the 2 tracks, you get them offline. They're low quality MP3s. Sometimes the producers who produce those beats, they mix them low quality on purpose just in case you try to steal it or, you know, whatever, and you don't pay for it. You're going to be getting a low quality beat. They do that on purpose. You'll hear a lot of producers say, I purposely upload low quality beats, but if you buy the high quality, then you'll get the, you know, the highest quality of that beat in general once you purchase it. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you prefer a 2-track or the multi-track individual wave files for that particular instrumental so you can do your mixing and mastering. I personally personally prefer to have the multi-track or the individual wave files so I can go ahead and have more control. But if I have to get away with doing a 2-track, I'm able to make things sound good with that as well. But again, you just run into some issues where certain instruments kind of stand out more, or they're not standing out enough, and you want to be able to control that or fix that if you want to get the best out of your mixing and mastering products for your clients. So guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Be sure to go check out my other videos. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and the only way I can do that is if you guys support me. So guys, thank you for watching my channel. As always, stay tuned for the next video.
Make sense that we keep doing this. I ain't even cool with this. You supposed to be my bitch. We almost had 2 kids, and we gotta make this sense. And we gotta shake this shit. And we gotta shake this shit like Caesars. We got him. You know I'm one hell of a man, so high value, amazing provider. Get down with the winning team. Shut the fuck up, I'm the driver. You can plead me, I ain't no Beta J McGuire. That's one of my favorite movies. Big J, right? You know I'm groovy. You know that I got power. You wanna keep having my